Hey guys, John Bennett here, and today I want to talk about something pretty important. For a long time, people preparing for natural disasters or zombie apocalypse or whatever you want to call it, just basic preparing. It makes sense to prepare. We've been taught all our lives. You look back to the people of the Great Depression, they saved pretty much everything. They were the original hoarders, because they were lack of basic needs. When we started to come out of the Depression, people would start hoarding this stuff and preparing for another depression. Well, we're coming upon it. Okay, and it just makes sense in any time to prepare for needful times. And for a long time, people have depended on things like fish oils and things like that, and even veterinary antibiotics, to get them through these type of situations. You can call it whatever you want, SHTF, prepping, proper prepping, whatever you want to call it. The thing about it is being prepared for austere environments and austere times. It just makes sense, okay? This is pretty unprecedented. It's an online website called Jase Medical. Antibiotics are one of the keystones of modern medicine. It's the sliced bread of the kitchen. This Jase Medical, the founder is Dr. Sean Rowland, MD, and all these doctors are board certified. They put a preparedness antibiotic package together. You can order it online. It can be sent to your door. This is very important because this has never happened like this before. It is really hard to go to your doctor and say, I need some backup antibiotics. I need some antibiotics for in case something happens, in case the supply chain crashes to the immediate area. Okay, and we know how the supply chain has just crumbled. So this is one of those steps you can take in preparing for that. Okay, it is available in Canada on February 1st. They won't start doing it until February 1st in Canada. It is available in the US right now. Okay, I believe it's only available in the US and Canada, unfortunately. It's going to be a pack of antibiotics and possibly some chronic meds that you can get into yourself when you search this, because I do advise you to search it. Don't take my word for it. I'm putting a PSA out, if you will, a public service announcement, okay, because this is unprecedented. It is by virtual appointment only, so you're going to fill out a form online. They're going to get back in touch with you, whether either via phone call, text message, or video conference. And they're going to go through some personal information of yours, the basics, okay? And it says it'll be sent to you within a week. I've heard of people having it been sent 2 to 5 days. Okay, so that's really fast for what we're into right now. Okay, now we're talking about a backup of antibiotics. It's extremely important. If you're going to back up any medication, it should be antibiotics to deal with infections and all that sort. Healings from wounds, cuts, bruises, abrasions, burns, you name it. Antibiotics, great for viruses. I'm not going to get too much into that, okay? But you can go on your own path and discover all this information online at jasemedical.com. Now, the normal expiration dates of antibiotics are usually 2 to 3 years. That's the norm. Now here are some information that the military has stockpiled millions of dollars worth of antibiotics that were never used. Well, eventually they did an extensive study into the potency of old antibiotics, and it actually found that even up to about 20 years, the antibiotic is around 90% efficient. So you're getting, no, when it comes down to nothing or 90% or even 70%, when you're in that type of situation, you're going to pick that 70%. You're going to pick that 90%. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, this is not an advisory. It's like expiration dates on food, okay? We know that canned goods last a lot longer than the expiration date. You've got to work that out for yourself, okay? If it decreases in medicinal value, it's not harmful, okay? It's just mute. What you get is one emergency antibiotic pack per person per year. Now, if this is running and if it's capable and possible, you can get another pack per person a year and a day later, so next year. And what you do is just put them aside and forget about them. Just like all those extra rolls of toilet paper, food, all that other stuff. Well, you don't forget about the food, you rotate it out. But you just set it aside, you set it under, you do not take those. You can use those if you have prescription antibiotics or other medications to rotate them out, okay? So they're more potent in the long run. This company has no returns and not covered by your normal insurance. But I will say that the Jase kit, the Jase Medical Antibiotic Kit, is $259.95. Now, that is going to include amoxicillin, 875 milligrams at 28 tablets, azithromycin, 250 milligrams at 6 tablets, ciprofloxacin at 500 milligrams at 28 tablets, doxycycline at 100 milligrams at 120 capsules, metronidazole at 500 milligrams at 30 tablets. So $260, when you think of medical, that's not a lot of money. Okay, that's one visit to the doctor and coming out of the hospital or doctor's office with nothing. Really important. It's going to be good for natural disasters like volcanoes, earthquakes, floods, all these normal we see today type of situations and scenarios. We're not going to go pack this away for a zombie apocalypse, okay? It's not realistic. But what we need to prepare for and be prepared for is natural disasters. It's $260. You put it aside. You pretty much forget about it. And when you need it, you have it. Okay? You have it. These doctors are simulating preparedness and putting it in a realistic situation and coming forth And realizing that and providing those needful information and medications for the general public. And honestly, it doesn't sound like they're making a whole lot of money from it. I mean, it looks basic. You're getting a bunch of antibiotics. Like I said, $260, that's just going to be a visiting fee, you know. This is critical stuff here. People buy fish oil to put aside for some natural disasters and situations where they're going to need antibiotics and things like that. So why wouldn't you want the thing made for the purpose? These are all well-known medications. And like I said, these are board-certified doctors and medical staff. So do yourself, heck, do me a favor. If you can afford this, go buy it. Get online, check it out yourself. Stockpile this kind of stuff. Yes, toilet paper is very important. You have to wipe your bum, okay? But it won't save your life. This $260 will save your life. It will literally save you, your family's life in a situation. When a natural disaster comes and you get a bad cut, scrape, disease, anything, and you need antibiotics, but your local hospital's closed down. We've seen that happen. And you can't get to the doctor, you can't make a doctor's appointment. You can just go to this bag, okay? Now, I'm not a doctor, but I am certified in search and rescue, and I know how important antibiotics are, especially in the middle of austere conditions like natural disasters or other scenarios that you could think of. It just makes sense. Perfect timing. So do yourself a favor. If you can afford it, buy it. Buy a couple if you can. Thanks for listening. And I put my last video out early. It wasn't that long because I wanted to get to work on this one and get this out. This is very important and critical, okay? So I appreciate you watching. Notification, like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.